right. Now we know why people in San Diego are always happy, right?
No kidding, yeah. Temperatures today, 70s and 80s across much of the state. A few 90s down over southwestern Utah. Zion National Park, 80s today. And oh, it was so pretty. The fall colors haven't started changing there yet. However, they're abundant across the state in other spots. How about the live camera downtown Salt Lake looking out over from Ensign Peak? A gorgeous day. The shadows are growing fast. That sunset's here in the next, well, within the next hour. It's amazing. I was telling Mike earlier, you hate losing that sun, that evening sunset that happens so early. It's one of those things you just wish you could stretch those days out a little longer. How about Paul? He labeled the picture sneaking away from work early to golf at Bear Lake. I don't know if Paul actually left work early, but if he did, we don't mind outing him whatsoever. What a pretty shot. You got the golf course, the lake, and a gorgeous day over northern Utah. Paul, thanks for sending it in. High temperatures, 77 degrees in Salt Lake City, 85 in Boise, but Great Falls went to 77. Seattle, 78. Portland today warmer at 82. 60s for Denver, Rapid City, Bismarck. That's where the low pressure is that's continuing to produce storms and thunder, lightning, rain. Then 80s into Chicago and Minneapolis today. 70s in Boston and Washington, D.C. Still warm, big dome of high pressure. Atlanta to Tennessee to Louisiana to Dallas. Lots of 80s and 90s in that part of the country. 101 in Phoenix today, and Los Angeles and San Francisco both went into the low 80s. As we look at our state, clear. Northern to southern, eastern to western, it's beautiful. 73 in Vernal, 82 in Moab, landing 79 right now with St. George at 95. They're those big storms that are off to our east. We had thought that low wasn't going to go that far east, and we'd still see a little bit of showers and clouds over the Uinta Basin today. That just wasn't the case. The thing went a little farther east, and it took the clouds and storms with it. High pressure in Nevada, that's going to traverse Utah overnight and into the day tomorrow, making for a little warmer temperatures, but it's going to open the door to this storm. The remnants of an old tropical system, they're going to start sending in clouds. So this is Thursday evening, jumping ahead 24 hours. High pressures over Utah. Cloud cover has pushed in across the state. Thursday night into Friday, storms enter southwestern Utah. They start to push north. That low opens up and heads up to San Francisco and then kind of divides. And by Saturday, yeah, there's a chance for a little bit of precipitation, especially on the south end of the Wasatch from Utah County south. So that's the change. Friday in southern Utah, Saturday the potential here in the north. Mostly sunny and 80 degrees in Nephi tomorrow, 84 degrees Green River. St. George to 94, Mesquite to 97, while Moab will top out at 83. And the 7-day forecast, St. George, the average is 92, so above that tomorrow, but below that Friday with a 40% chance of some rain. Mid-90s take over to start next week. As we head through northern Utah, lows in the 30s in Montpelier, 40s in Logan. Highs tomorrow, a little warmer, 83 in Salt Lake. We'll start the day with sunshine. A few clouds will move in by the late afternoon, and then we'll end up partly cloudy for conditions on our Friday as the storm system evolves from south to north, a 30% chance of some rain Saturday. And then we just settle into those low to mid 80s, so a little warmer next week, but still plenty of sunshine. So it looks pretty nice.
Looks really nice. All right, thanks, Kev.
You're welcome.